set advantage over Mats Wilander, and we turn our attention to the sometimes tortoise-like approach of the world's #1 player, Ivan Lendl, toward a potential 5th straight trip as far as the semifinals here at Wimbledon. Over on court #1, Lendl is involved in his quarterfinal match against American outsider Dan Goldie, the young man who knocked off Jimmy Connors earlier in the tournament. They've met 3 times before, and Lendl has won all 3. They're headed for a first-set tiebreaker as we join in.
Son, this will be a tiebreak. Dan Goldie has won 7 and lost none up to this point in the tournament in tiebreaks. Good coverage at net by Lendl.
1-0 Lendl.
Goldie will serve 2. Remember, the first player to reach 7 points with a 2-point margin will win this set 7-6. Solid looking backhand return puts Goldie in trouble.
Well, Lendl's been hitting out on this the whole set, and now it's come through for him at their most crucial time.
Again, Lendl checking that hand. 0-2. Goldie nets
3-0 Lendl.
forehand volley. Lendl has broken serve twice. It is 3-0 Lendl to serve in the tiebreak.
5, please. Thank you.
That's a smart play by Lendl. Just take your time, toss the ball up a couple times if you need to check out where that sund is. Sometimes you have to alter your toss, so you don't have to look directly into the sun every time you serve.
Oh. You could hear that from up here, a solid return off the two-hander.
Yes, you can tell that Goldie's angry that he's down 3-love, and the way he hit that. You see, that's when he got loose. He needs to be playing like that when it's 1-all or whatever. This will be an interesting point.
Lendl, 3-1, leading in the tiebreak, first set. Smart play as Lendl just waited for Goldie to make his move and hit the ball behind him. He is now leading 4-1.
For 2 Lendl.
So Goldie holds. It is 4-2 as the players change on the far side of the net. You don't often see both players changing on that side, Billy, because a lot of times you want to slip over and catch the towel just to do it on the move. Technically, it's all one game.
This is interesting. I guess it just took the shortest distance.
All right, 2-4. Goldie down. It's a swinging forehand volley. So now
4-3 Lendl.
Lendl will be serving up 4-3. good coverage by Lendl.
5-3.
Excellent coverage.
Lendl.
Very good first volley, because that was a tough one. It was low at his feet. But look how he went forward and hit that volley hard for him. He's looking very comfortable in the last couple of games at net, Barry, because he seems like he's more intense and there's more energy to his game.
He's anticipating well. He's moving just before Goldie hits the ball. Lendl 5-3.
6-3.
And
Lendl.
another big first serve from Ivan Lendl takes him to set point on court number 1. Goldie serving down 3-6 in the tiebreak. It's long.
6-4. Lendl.
Lendl still up 6-4.
I think Lendl hesitated. I think he was going to try to pass him, and then he thought, oh, I'll throw a lob up over him.
Changed his mind. The topspin lob is the one we saw Lendl hit against
5,
Pat
please.
Cash in the semifinals of the U.S. Open when he was down match point miraculously. Set point with a lunging backhand drop volley.
Well, again, on this, Lendl mishit this backhand cross-court pass. Now, a little bit of a mishit, and Goldie putting extreme backspin on that volley, so it wouldn't bounce.
Quiet, please.
What a great shot. It's wonderful
you.
time for him.
Beautiful touch. This crowd coming to life here on court 1, trying to get Goldie back in this set. He is still down. Set point. Lendl serving 6-5. Set point, double faults.
Memories of Chang at the French Open.
Isn't that incredible? And so Lendl serves his 3rd double fault of the match and the set.
He's still looking at his right hand. It looks like he's pulling some skin off of it.
Quiet, please.
Oh, I can't believe it. Now I'm nervous watching, trying to help the players get the ball in.
Ivan continues. The crowd back in the corner with that Bobby is building up. You can see him at the top of your picture there. Oh.
7-6. Lendl.
You can see Lendl pushing himself.
This is also where the scoring in the tiebreak becomes so crucial. Lendl held, but now Goldie has 2 serves. Should he win them both, he would be at set point. But he's down set point.
6-7.
Very deep. And he puts the backhand volley away, and so Goldie stays alive. It is 7 points all.
7 all.
Goldie's hit every backhand volley except one, I believe, to Lendl's backhand side. At least at crucial time. You think Lendl would just stand there, make him hit to the forehand.
Oh, and Ivan on the full run.
8-7 Lendl.
And so the seesaw battle continues as Lendl reaches set point once again.
Quiet, please.
Had Goldie won that point, he would have
Thank
been
you.
at set point.
Each point seems so big when you're out there at this time in a match.
It's good. And Goldie, with a magnificent lob over Lendl's head, gets right back to even at 8-all. Look at Ivan.
Eight all. Quiet, please.
It is 8-all in the tiebreak. Lendl to serve one more
Quiet,
time.
please.
Goldie has saved 3 set points in this tiebreak.
Nine, 8.
No
Lendl.
ball. It's a clean ace for Ivan Lendl. And so now Ivan Lendl.
You see the drops of perspiration dropping off of Goldie's chin.
Ladies and gentlemen, quiet, please.
It is hot out here on the first court.
Oh, and a
Game
great
test of
return to
Lendl.
serve as Goldie hits the turf and Lendl hits the best return of the match to date. And so Ivan Lendl, with a great backhand return, wins the tiebreak and goes 1 set up on court 1.
And it took 59 minutes, Barry.
The 7 games to 6. Lendl leads by 1 set to love.
With fatigue as a factor.
And after a 1 hour and 10-minute first set, Mats Wilander wrapped up that second set in 43 minutes. So for the moment, the McEnroe-Wilander pace is quickening. Meanwhile, we're going to go back over to court number 1 to see what's happening in the second set of Ivan Lendl, Dan Goldie. But first, a look back at something that happened just a few minutes ago. With Goldie leading in that set 3-2 during a changeover, you will see that Dan Goldie did not sit down and rest, but rather consulted with the man on the left, Association of Tennis Professionals trainer Bill Norris. Then a run off the court into the tunnel where he spoke with official tournament referee Alan Mills and apparently received some treatment from a doctor. Now, we know that Dan Goldie has suffered from a pulled groin muscle off and on since February of this year. It had not been a factor in the tournament up to now, but now we're told that he re-injured the groin while practicing yesterday at nearby Orangi Park. Hard to tell whether it was a factor in the first set loss to Lendl. Clearly, it seems to be bothering him now in the second set. And we're going to go back to court 1 to pick up the commentary at 5-5 in the second set. Ivan Lendl serving. Barry McKay and Billie Jean King on the commentary.
Five-all, second set, Goldie to serve. Billy, don't you love to have a quick game on your serve when it gets to this stage in the set?
Barry, I didn't have too many like you. I usually had to back it up with volley, so sometimes if I had a really quick game, it kind of put me off
Really?
almost. Yes, because it hurt my rhythm. No, I'm kidding. I liked it, but it was different dinner time.
Well, I think what can happen if you have a quick game, now Lendl is very rested. He is ready to try and go for some good returns here.
Goldie
15 love.
seems to be serving better than ever, knowing that he has to. They found that your pulse rate's 120. It's a good 20 beats faster when you're serving, so you're working much harder than the receiver. Dr. Baki did that at the Aspen Club with Chris and Martino. Oh,
Goldie down very hard.
15 all.
Picked the ball out of his left pocket, but let's watch it again. He goes down real hard
right
here.
here, right in the middle of the court.
Ouch. This crowd gives him a big hand.
Checking out his grass court shoes. They have little pimples on the bottom of them, so you have traction.
30-15.
Crowd trying to help Goldie stay in this match, realizing that he's had some misfortune with the pulled groin muscle and falling.
(40-15).
40-15, Goldie trying to get to 6 games to 5 in the second set. And perhaps, who knows, another tiebreak.
Game Goldie.
Good coverage. And so Dan Goldie hangs in there, holds his serve. It is now
Goldie
6
leads by
games to
6 games to 5. Second
Goldie
set,
leading
first
in the
set, Lendl.
second set. Lendl won the first 7-6. Dan Goldie again going for the freezing spray, as he is definitely having trouble with the groin and being very modest with that towel. Billy, this is where if somebody had invented a portable dressing room, which I've heard they're working on, would be very appropriate right here. It is a groin injury which has bothered him and occurred earlier in the year.
That is so cold. It's just
Yeah, it just
freezes.
instantly freezes, and
The nerve endings is what happens. So they numb their nerve endings and you can't feel the pain.
the only problem being, I assume,
Time.
that obviously you're stretching and you're doing things and you don't feel it. So
Correct.
when the match is over, if you've done some things that you didn't feel during the match, on the day off tomorrow, you might say, uh-oh, I got some big problems here.
About 2 or 3 hours after
Quiet,
this match,
please.
he's going to go, uh-oh, tonight. He's going to, can't believe the pain.
Thank you.
5-6, second set. Ivan Lendl at the top of your picture, serving to Dan Goldie in the lower right hand. Big game here, as Lendl would like to get into the tiebreak, and Goldie would love to break to get even at a set apiece.
15 love.
Service ace, 15 love.
Both players are serving extremely well and consistently, Barry. It's just amazing. I haven't seen any two players serve this well in the championships.
30 love.
And no call.
That was close.
Wow, that was close on the baseline. Look, for a minute, Lendl had mishit the high volley, but it stayed in.
Quiet, please. Whoa. Forty love.
40 love. Lendl quickly to a game point here, which would put him at 6 games all if he wins this point.
Game Lendl.
And again, another race from the #1 seed, and so Ivan Lendl pulls even in the
6
second
games
set.
all,
It is
tiebreak.
6-all. We will
Going
have a
to serve.
tiebreak.
Quiet, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Dan Goldie to serve in the tiebreak. That was Ivan Lendl's 16th ace. Is he serving?
First service.
Let first serve. Goldie has played 8 tiebreaks. He has won 7 and lost 1, and that was the first set of this match. Oh,
Not feeling too well on that, but he good enough to get the ball back over the net
1-0.
short. So he got a very
Goldie.
close dead bounce. Right there is what hurts. You can see him
Ooh,
holding up. How exasperating to know that this
That's that
injury keeps
groin.
reoccurring.
Back in February in Philadelphia is when he first had trouble with that groin, so it has not just been a one-time occurrence. It's plagued him several times this season. Oh, and you can see it there.
1-all.
You can hear fans yelling out Goldie's name to try to help him get through this.
Goldie.
Lendl with a rare double fault, and so a big break for Dan Goldie. Lendl serves his 4th double fault of the match, and what a bad time for it. Goldie now with 2 serves. First player to 7, but must lead by 2 points. Goldie tapes a backhand. There you saw the immobility of Goldie as he tried to push off to his right and couldn't do it. Watch it now as Goldie comes in. Right there. He knew he had to move to his right. Felt the pain, I'm sure. Could not make the shot. Lendl wins it.
Please.
He leads 3-2. And Ivan again with a big serve. Serves ace number 17 and quickly changes over. And Billy, if you looked at Ivan now and said, was this injury of Goldie's bothering him? It certainly does not seem to, as the Chang situation did in the French.
I think the Chang situation, that will never happen again with Lendl. When you live through that, you learn next time someone's in that kind of condition, I'm going to take advantage of it and get out of here.
Right, never again.
Never, never again is right. And you can just see that in Lendl's face and jawline today.
That's going to go wide, and so Lendl with a good low forehand volley goes to 5-2 in the tiebreak. Goldie will have 2 serves.
Quiet, please.
Oh, and Goldie, the ball just hesitates and drops over.
5-3, Lendl.
It is 3-5, Goldie serving, Lendl leading. Tie break, second set. Off the top of the frame.
5-4, Lendl.
2 good points on the Goldie serve. Lendl will now serve. 5-4.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
Another big serve down the middle, almost an ace.
6-4.
It is now a set point for Ivan Lendl, leading 6-4 in the
Quiet,
tiebreak.
please. Thank you. Game and second set.
And
Lendl.
Ivan Lendl serves ace number 18 to win the second set in another tiebreak. And so
7 games
Lendl
to 6.
has gone up
Lendl
2
leads by
sets
2
to
sets
love
to
out
love.
here on court number 1.
And you've often heard us talk about how luckless Ivan Lendl seems to be here at Wimbledon. Clearly today, with Dan Goldie badly hobbled by the pulled groin muscle, that is not the case. Meanwhile, back over on center court, the seesaw battle continues. John McEnroe fell a service break down in the third set, then came back to collect 2 service breaks of his own and took that set 6-3. That put him up 2 sets to 1 over.
And danger, as well as some tennis magic, to this old tea party. And luckily, judging from this touched-up tabloid photo, he won't have to bare his soul on center court.
Well, the real moon, the one in the sky, is still a few hours away here, but there's a total lunar eclipse going on over on court 1, where the injured Dan Goldie is now being wiped out by Ivan Lendl in the third set of their quarterfinal. It's 5-love Lendl as we go back to Barry McKay and Billie Jean King.
Time.
And so Dan Goldie over to serve, down love 5 in the third set. He has lost the first 2 sets in tiebreak, 7-6 and 7-6. And a very disappointed young man, former All-American
Quiet,
and
please.
NCAA champion from Stanford,
Quiet, please.
who started strong and then unfortunately developed a groin injury, left thigh, and it has plagued him since roughly the middle of the first set.
15 love.
The first serve, 15 love. It's a fault. And it goes long.
What happens is you just can't get in position to hit the ball correctly.
So frustrating. Yet, Billy, as you mentioned, Ivan somehow has not even used a lot of the court to move Goldie around. Maybe, I guess he figures just play his own game. Don't worry about the injury. Just go ahead and hit out.